Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Eternal Havoc, and there has been a bit of a problem with pretty much all of my FTB recorded episodes that I have from this point. And if I remember correctly, our last episode was episode 4, and that one ended off with me just kind of in my base, and we did not have a generator yet or anything. And for whatever reason, my recordings, either their dates got messed up or something like that. The order that they got put in got messed up or something. But anyways, the point is that something happened, and there is a lot of recorded footage that didn't get saved. And so I will be starting up from the point that I know that we have not seen, which is where I just made my first generator. And I talk about that because I knew that there was a problem, but I didn't think it was that bad. And so I kind of talk about it in this clip. But anyways, that's kind of what happened. I'm sorry. Hopefully this won't ever happen again. I have a lot cleaner method of setting everything up now. And so hopefully this won't be another problem ever again. So anyways, this has been Eternal Havoc. Enjoy the video. Sorry about the weird everything that happened. Okay, so now that we're all caught up, generators are really super important, and they're really pretty cool. Let me grab a pick. Let me grab just a crappy one. Okay, let's mine out an area to do this in. Let's just mine out this awkward corner here. We're probably going to want, I don't know, 3 blocks high would probably be good. That way we can maximize our efficiency through this one generator. Because a generator will power any block that is connected to it, including wires. Wires will then transfer the power, obviously, and then the wire basically just acts like a generator, drawing power from the previous generator. Okay, so that's all pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. I don't know. You'll see once I get it made. The purpose of a generator is to turn coal and other burnable items into electricity. And then the electricity is then used to power machines like a macerator, an extractor, you know, stuff like that. Let me just grab all this coal, because now is when we're going to start using all our coal. Because we will be running off generator power until we can find a different power source. What is this stuff? Oh, this is more monazite. Anyways, and so the different power sources are nuclear, which is a freaking pain to do, and we're not going to be getting nuclear power anytime soon, at all. Nuclear power takes forever to do. It's super complicated, and it's just a higher level of power than obviously we have available now. And so I'm sure one day we'll get a nuclear reactor up and running, but that is not going to be anytime soon. And then you have your water mills. Water mills are cheap, but they suck. I'm not kidding when they suck. You can build a fully perfect water farm with tons of water farm and not using like the manual bit of putting in a water bucket and then waiting for it to empty and then putting in another water bucket. And you'll get 0.25 EU a tick, I think is what it is. And that sucks. 0.5 EU a tick, 0.25 EU a tick won't get you anything. Yeah, a generator will produce 32 EU a tick when powered by coal, I think, and each piece of coal will give you like 4,000 EU. And so, as you can see, a generator produces 128 times more power than a water mill. And water mills take up a ton of space. And they're just a pain to hook up. I personally like them, though. They're easy, simple, you know, etc. But yeah, and then there's solar panels and windmills and a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll get into later. But right now we're getting off task, and I would like to set up my generator. Okay, so we're going to put our generator right there, smack dab in the middle. Oh, it's got a little lightning bolt on it. Okay, so let's throw in a stack of coal, because we definitely have some to spare right now. Alright, so you throw in a stack of coal there at the bottom, it begins using the coal up, and it begins filling up this little power meter. Alright, fair enough.
And then that is a charging slot where you can refill like batteries and tools and things like that. But we'll get into that later. Okay, so now that we have our generator, we can start building our first machine. And the first machine you're going to want is a macerator. A macerator will turn your um, ores into ore dust, and then ore dust can then be smelted, and you basically double your ore output is really what you need to know, because one ore will then break down into 2 dust, and then 1 dust will then turn into 1 ingot. And so basically 1 ore equals 2 ingots through a long complicated process. And we need more rubber. Of course we do. Okay, let me grab my bones. Okay. Tree tap, you get out of the way. Don't need you. Bone meal, yay. Rubber tree sapling. Let me go out here and start a quick and dirty rubber farm. Oh, spider. Die. Wow, he died really fast. Holy freaking jerk blew up my house. Wow. Them eyes. That one just did some mining for me. Well, crap, did he blow up anything important? No. Generator's really a big thing I care about. Let me throw some of this crap in here. Don't really need a lot of it. Ooh, my iron boots. Forgot to put those on. Okay. Let me just fix this, I guess. Think this was made with redwood? Nope. Don't even care, though. Okay. It's perfect in every single way. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? There's a skeleton stalking me. But anyways, grass, sapling, bone meal. Perfect rubber farm. So then you just do that, and there's a weird hole in it that technically can contain more rubber, but it usually doesn't. And it eats the hell out of your tree taps. And so until you can get an electric tree tap, which I'm sure we'll get to soon, there's no really point in it. And so here we are just clearing the leaves, and there's nothing. And so we're going to chop it down. We need 6 rubber for this. Ideally, though, to fill those up, we would need 9. And so let's try and get 9 rubber. Okay, I'm just going to do a jump cut until I get it. And so, in the meantime, I will see you when I have my rubber. Alright, here we are. I now have 10 rubber and a fully grown rubber tree right on my doorstep. And I also have an extra sapling. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's actually see if we can make an electric furnace. I'm assuming, I don't remember what you need for an electric furnace. Electric furnaces are exactly the same as a normal furnace, except for they run on electricity, and they're faster. Okay, so an electronic circuit I still need. Okay, so let me cook up this rubber. This sticky resin, as it's called. Throw a piece of coal in there. And, alright, let me organize some of my crap while I wait. This is the way you will normally make copper cables. And to everyone who says, oh, doing it the other way is actually more efficient, it's actually not. As you can see, this gives me 6. Okay, so as you can see, I have 6 rubber. Okay, so these are my 3 that I already had, okay? Making that clear. So this gives me 6, and then I put in my 6 rubber, and I get 6 copper cables. Not any more efficient. It's just more of a pain. Okay, so there are my copper cables, and I will be making an electronic circuit. Electronic circuits are used in pretty much all machines, and so that's 6 copper cables, a refined iron, and then redstone on either side. Gives me an electronic circuit. Okay, let me go grab some of my iron. I'm going to need 5 more refined iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me grab the rest of my rubber. Okay, and so then I will be... Okay, good. I thought I miscounted on my rubber. I was like, crap, that's annoying. But nope. Okay, so there we have copper cables. And while copper cables are certainly best in increments of 6 where you can use electronic circuits, you can also use copper cables like this hooking up to the generator. And so generator outputs power on all 6 sides that it has. And so then when you put a copper cable there, the copper cable then also outputs energy on each of these sides. The copper cable will connect. And you don't really want it to go more than like 4 blocks because then you'll start losing power and things will just, get messy. But yeah. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Iron ingot, good, good, good. Refined iron, excellent. Okay, and so now let's make a machine block. I talked about this earlier when my recording failed. And so this is a machine block. You also use this in a ton of machines. You make it just like you would make an iron furnace in a certain way, in the less efficient way, but with refined iron instead of normal iron. And then obviously an iron furnace is just normal iron in this same fashion. Or a furnace here and then iron here, 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 and here. Okay, that's the more efficient way. Okay, so there's my machine block. And so then I need my machine block there, my electronic circuit there, cobblestone on either side of that, and then flint on top. And then you get a macerator. Can't remember if I talked about macerator or not. Well, I remember that I talked about macerator, but I don't remember whether or not it was recording. And so anyways, a macerator turns your ores and doubles them, basically. So as you can see, I get 2 gold dust. And then each dust gets turned into 1 ingot. And so, essentially, with a macerator, you double your ore output. And so, I'm going to take my, I don't know, I'll probably need iron more than anything, really, but I used up all my iron, because I'm just that genius. No, not. Really should not have smelted all of that. Probably use copper most right now. Okay, so we're going to throw copper in there. And then as you see, it's drawing power from the generator, which is then drawing power from the coal. Okay. Let's see. How much copper do I have left? Do I have any left? Anywhere? 2 copper. Yeah, that's not enough. I need 3. Okay, so I'll wait for one more thing of that to macerate. There's gold. Okay, because then I will be making an electric furnace. Bam, you got yourself an electric furnace. So then you go and throw your electric furnace right there. And so then you have macerator making dust and then a furnace which can then smelt that dust much, much more effectively than over here. See, as you can see, we have 12 copper dust. Then we just throw this in there and boom, it begins smelting a lot faster than just standard. But as you can see, we're running a lot of coal out.